All right, so do you hear yourself again?
I do not. Yes, I do.
Okay, now you don't.
No, I don't.
That's right.
Okay, good.
So all we got to do is check the stream.
But Roger that. Jesus.
Okay, yeah. All right, just want to make sure that's it's feeding back into itself, but that's what we want to see. That means
Okay.
we should have here, can you if I just email this to you, can you just double check it on your end, please?
What would you like me to do?
Just to make sure there's audio going to the stream so whoever you want to watch it.
Yeah, can you just have a just email it to me?
Yeah, I did.
I know. Get out myself. Get out myself. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 You said you emailed it to me.
I sure did.
You sure did. Sure, still waiting on it. Lies. All lies, Anthony. All lies. All lies.
Aragorn
W.
1971 at Yahoo.
1971.
Receiving not enough for receiving the service.
Want to text it or just send the text from your iCloud or whatever the hell you did again?
Oh, it's two different computers. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, Jesus. All this. What do you mean all this? There's
Oh,
only
it's
three things.
not. It's only three things. No, but because I was all ready to go, but now, you needed a streaming link that I was able to make happen. I mean,
I was just,
immediately. Now we
you
just
do
have
that.
to
You do that. You're the magic man. You're the
get
magic
you
man.
the.
There's no discussion here. I'm not arguing with you. You're the man.
What did you say? Okay, so there's the stream link.
Here comes the stream link. There it is. Look at you. Set up immediately. Bamboozle. Look at that. Falcone Live Stream. Stream link. Holy fucking shitballs.
And then you can hear me too, right?
There it is. Look at you. Set up immediately. Bamboozle. Look at that. Falcone Live Stream link. Holy fucking shitballs. Oh, God. Set up immediately. Yeah, that's pretty badass. That's
All
your
right.
screen, huh?
There it is.
Yeah, son of a bitch. It's pretty impressive.
All right.
Not bad.
So there's you.
There's a
There's
little bit of
me.
online disclosure here. This is going to be privately between us. Don't share this motherfucker. Unless you want to do it official. That's a different story, but I'm off
I don't
record
know.
here.
Let's see. Let me make it
Fucking
private.
private. Fuck. Lock it down. I'm trusting you.
All right. You went away though. I lost you. Web dude.
Because I should be hearing you.
Webguest dude is not Webguest dude
I
anymore.
don't hear you either now. Great. It's
Microphone
the
revelator?
camera.
Is that
Straight
what
right.
you
I don't hear
mean?
nothing. Hear nothing.
I had you on.
Turn the sound on. Boom. Now I got you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got you.
I can hear you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's how it is.
Yeah, it's just, it's all to get started. It's pretty amazing.
Well, we got our own little thing. You can see, look, now it's me and
It's
you
dope.
on top of the thing. We're looking at my Ableton screen, right?
That's dope.
Look, then we can check out the Atmos screen, right?
So this is the thing they
You
gave.
got my mixer, and then,
Yeah.
Here we go. There's me.
Shit, dude.
There's
That's
us.
dope. What's your switcher?
I'm just using a Stream Deck, and I'm using vMix.
Excellent. Stream Deck works good, huh? It's pretty slick.
Man.
It's slick. It's dope.
That's it. Boom, boom, boom.
That's great. Jesus, dude. I mean, that alone.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
fun.
It's really seriously fun. Like, look how connected you are, man. It's dope. Just flying through the dang, so good. It's so good. All right, this is your Ableton session. Good, cool, sweet. What you got up there, kiddo?
Look, and then there's us right there. Boom.
Is it a fucking fade out? You just do a fade out?
Yeah, man. I just faded it on over. So now it's just us on the screen. So I just wanted to do this real quick. Sorry.
That's hilarious. You got a full crossfade. Mine. Put something on the green screen.
I know. I could. If you want, I can totally key you out.
Put your logo on there. Wait, what was that screen? That's great. I love that splash screen. 4 things going on at the same time. It's fantastic. There it is.
That was supposed to be my charts. I mean, this is vMix, so this is my desktop. See, and then there's the live stream happening, and then this is all the inputs on my my screens. These are all my inputs. Then I have other setups you can have.
Nice. You got an error in YouTube.
Error. I know it. I don't think it's real.
It's not real. It's fake.
This
is a great setup for you, man. Holy shit.
And there you are. Yeah, and there's us.
This busy brain of yours right there. That's high functioning.
So this is where I want to start, doing stuff on the internet, and I can easily just bring in a guest, right? Like, look, I send you a link, we hop in, it takes us 5 minutes to get it all connected and working, but now you're into my live stream, right? We're talking about stuff, and then I'm hopping over. It's like, cool, let's check out Ableton. Oh, check out Ableton together. Let's dive into this. Tell me what you were thinking about when you were writing this part, or let me show you what I did here.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of like I think of like if I was doing like lessons or private things for people where it's like, all right, I'm gonna work on your song and I'm gonna walk through and show you what I would do and teach you some shit and make your stuff sound cool. We all hop in something like this. Yeah.
For Berkeley or some shit.
Yeah, man.
Straight up. Like this is yeah.
Yeah.
It buys you a lot of time. Because you got this stuff down, man. That's flipping through those screens like that is pretty dope. That's impressive.
Thank you.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, so we can. I have my whole show set up. Like I know how to do it. I was like, all right, let's hop over to here. Here's the Atmos thing, and what you're listening to is the binaural output of the renderer, basically. So anything I play back music-wise, which you should hear.
You do.
That's the binaural render output of Atmos. And then but with audio movers, I can send you 16 channels, two of which are the binaural headphone mix. And then all the individual channels, left, right, center, LFE, the surrounds, the rears, widths, the tops, and individually, and then you can output those to speakers. So technically, if you had enough speakers to set up a little Atmos rig, you could hear what I'm doing in
Right.
real time.
Technically.
Technically. So that's I'm going to test that with other guys who actually have rigs set up.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
that's like would be like the check, like, hey man, can you check what this sounds like on your system? Cool, yeah. Load up audio movers, just send the shit over the internet, and like let them hear it.
Nice, yeah, man. Wow, that's fucking brilliant and cool as fuck. How many people have this set up already? You think?
The way no one's doing
Yeah.
this.
No one's doing this.
No.
No.
No one's thinking of it like I am. Like or my company is, right? All of this is between us, like always. But
Yeah, absolutely. For the record.
there's only a handful of guys are doing it in town, and they're just doing the safe mix. They're trying to make everything sound like the
Yes, they are.
version.
Yes, they are.
And that's where even on my whole team supports me in like being the one that's like they say go after dance music and stuff like that. Do to take advantage of the format and make it like cool, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're all on the same page there because that's what we're going for. But and also like no one's pushing the boundaries on like what like shit like this. Like John, another guy on our team, John Harris, he has an Atmos set up and he wants to know what I'm doing with it and like just talk about it because it's all new. So this is perfect. We're gonna be able to test this between our rooms,
Right.
and then establish a workflow because at that point then we can do live shows with redundant mixers and Atmos. Like if you have a rig that's out at a venue, then you're streaming all those back to two different people with Atmos rooms, mixing it, or doing a show back and forth. There's so many possibilities, and that we just get to showcase that because John has like every contact you can imagine. He's like the engineer guy. Like he's the seat that everyone wants, basically.
Right.
Least work, most money, once and done. Broadcast shit where it's like it has to sound good.
No touch, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Low touch, but
That's cool as fuck. Yeah, that's dope. It's a good setup. You got a quick setup too.
Feels good,
man. Feels good, right? You're just like flying around. That's great. Shit.
There's us.
Nice job. Jeez, that's mind blowing. Hey, how's the room? Turn the lights on.
Lights are on.
I can't see shit. What's these speakers in your ceiling? Look at this shit, dude.
Right there. You see them?
Fuck yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'm a dim light. Oh wait.
That's it. You dim this shit. You don't have lights. All right. That's fucking rad. That's so rad. That's all right. We'll do it. Yeah, you go. There it is. Fucking yeah. Nice job. Still can't get over the fact that this room is in your living room. Dude, fantastic, man. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Son of a bitch. Look at you getting shit done. Nice. Nice. Fuck yeah. Jesus. That's fucking beyond impressive. I'm impressed. Jesus. Nasty. That's some fucking work, Tony. I can't hear you now. I lost your audio. But dude, there you go. Hey, that's
talking.
Fucking rad. That was rad. That's rad. That's a shit ton of work, man.
We worked hard.
Those speakers look fucking great, though. What do you think
Thank
of
you.
them?
They're all right.
Fucking A.
I
Good
mean,
job.
they're not like
Yeah.
the best or anything, but
Not the best or anything. They're okay.
they're not
They're
my
okay.
PMCs or anything,
Right, exactly.
Because when
They're
I hear
not.
the PMCs, I'm like, ah,
Yeah, you look bummed out, right?
yeah.
Get it all day. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What do you do about that though?
Use these till I make enough money where I want I can get them,
Yep.
I love. I mean, they're truly amazing. But just for the amount of money, not worth it.
I mean, how much are they going for now?
I mean, if I did it really right, how I would,
Do it
I'd
right.
have to spend like probably $3,000 per speaker. So it'd be one, two. I mean, shit. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21,000 in just the speakers for the ground, and then probably another 6,000 for the ones up all four at the top. So you're probably looking at with 20 something thousand.
A semester in college?
Yep.
You go to, you go to state? What semester? Yep. There's that. That's amazing, man. But shit.
Versus this is like 5.
Yeah, right?
And that's only for
Yes.
the speakers.
I know.
If I add in all the other shit that I already had, So I had nothing else to do but get the speakers.
Which is
Pretty insane.
it's pretty insane.
I bought the software. I had all the cabling. Fucking nuts.
How long? Yeah, man. You've been looking out for this for a while, man. This is the manifestation. This is the manifestation of your past self, looking out for future you. That's what this is, man. I just had to get the speaker. That's huge.
That was it, right? I was like, I'm gonna put in an Atmos room.
Yeah. Then you did it, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch.
Ta-da!
Look, it's appeared overnight. An overnight success, ladies and gentlemen. An overnight success. No, seriously though, that's some shit. That's how you do it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a fucking real cool thing. I mean, you can't say that enough, actually. Not enough of that going around. Yeah, that's fucking real cool. Good on you. I just blowing smoke up your ass. You got that shit done.
Thank you, sir.
You just had to buy the speakers. Perfect time to just have to buy the speakers too, by the way. Whole world fell out. And you're like, I just only had speakers left. I'm like, yeah, good.
Bro, like, man, the supply chains are insane, dude. Like, we're doing this job, and if we don't order consoles within the next like couple weeks, we're not going to be able to get one to like the end of next year.
Yeah. That's something. Fuck.
Everyone they've made is sold, They don't have any more. So,
That's a year.
just to order one.
That's
Remember that
even
chip
head around
that yeah, that like semiconductor chip factory or whatever that burned down? That fucked everything because like they make the chips for all the like Dante, the digital network for like everybody, Yamaha, Allen and Heath, and Sennheiser, and fucking
That's
everybody.
crazy.
Yeah, so they're gonna like, and the reason why it's the end of next year is because they're gonna completely redesign the console and do their own network thing.
Well, yeah, because now, because first of all, the whole fucking thing went down, so they might as well just build it back up right this time. And the way they want to do it, and everybody's going to follow Apple's suit and just make the stuff better for their stuff, and try to like be the first one out of the gate, so that they're head of the field and they have the most efficient shit. They got the money to do it. It's a good business decision. Sucks for us because we're sitting waiting for a year.
I said fuck Dante. I don't like Dante, so that's why I use SoundGrid.
There you go.
It's just uses basically it uses a computer. You know, it doesn't use any proprietary whatever. It's like the proprietary transports in the software that they provide. I can use any hardware piece I want. So
Yeah. All right, so let's I don't take up too much time, and I can talk to you all day. I mean, this is like a normal phone conversations. It's like 25 minutes before we so you just get it all out, and then there we are. And then it's funny you don't have a timer on this thing. I was just wondering if it was about
20 minutes
20 minutes, right?
on a live stream. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
unless the
right.
live stream froze.
That's fun. All right, cool. Okay, so now,
Okay, so now you just want to log into that audio movers.
well, I gotta have a session open, or just
Yeah,
log
yeah.
in. You mean on the web browser?
No, on the app itself.
Got it. Inside the DAW,
Uh,
standalone. What am I looking at
I
here?
would think it would be a standalone one.
Let's take a look. Is Audio Movies a standalone application? Because I just have the plugin and for the DAW.
Yeah, it's called Listen To.
That's right. These fucking names. What was the Netgear one again? I can't hold it in my brain. Listen to, here it is. There you go.
I don't know if you can receive 16 channels.
Probably won't be able to. Well, maybe. Okay, I'm logged in.
Hey. Okay.
Instruct me.
So go to paste link and connect on the right hand side that says receiver.
Got it. Paste link connect. I'm looking at it right now.
And it's connected.
It says disconnect is my next option, but nothing's running. So
you have
input
it
16.
You see input 16.
I do.
That's my microphone. And you see input 15, which is just the green bar.
I do not.
You don't see 15.
I don't see 15. Log out to add more channels.
How many
That's
do you
weird.
have? You have 16.
Well, it says input 16. What am I? You have 16. You have 16.
Any of them moving?
Nope. Try this. This is a different way. I don't think it should be logged in, right?
Yeah, you should be logged in and you can paste
Input.
and connect.
Okay, look at this thing. Here we go.
Hey.
Input and output. Input is black hole,
Hey.
16 channel. Output is zoom. That's weird. That's not right.
You know, output should be the black hole, I would think. Oh, I guess you're right. I'm not. Maybe let me say copy stream link. Disconnect, paste, and connect. I'm not seeing anything go there either, which is odd. Maybe that's I was earlier. And nothing's happening. Interesting. Let me log out.
Let me log out as well.
Let me log back in. Face and connect. Hey. All right, I see it now. Face and connect. Hey. Connecting. Did you paste and connect?
I just have connecting. It's just going connecting right now, but I logged out.
Okay, I'm logging out. Logging back in.
Okay, now I see paste link and connect.
Try again.
You want me to hit paste link and connect?
Correct.
It's correct. And here I am. I got counter tick and everything. I see things moving.
You
We're
see
good.
me? You see 15? And
I
you
do see 15. I see 16. Yep, and moving.
Okay.
One
So
to
then
four.
then you see
Yep.
black hole, right? Then is your output 16. You make audio device channel, you select, black hole 1 through 16 for your output channels.
Okay, hold on a second there, kiddo.
Okay.
You can walk me through this. Okay, so we have. I'm looking over in where the transmitter is. I'm not going to transmitter. I'm looking at receive. Where am I looking? Where am I going?
Receiver on the right hand side, right? You see it says none, audio device channel none. Do you have that?
Yes, I got it all straight down.
Well, if you look at your screen too, I'll show you my screen. Look at your.
Hold on a second. Let me clear it out. Okay. What am I looking for here?
Over
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Oh, you want to select your interface output, or you want to use a audio patch like a black hole or whatever, so you can get it from there to into Ableton, and your input into Ableton will be whatever this output would be.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Is your monitoring device, or if you log out to change settings, your audio system core audio driver should be
hold on. Audio system
black hole.
settings, like black hole 16 channel.
Yeah.
My audio output device is a Zoom audio output device. That's not right.
No, it should be the black hole as well, right?
Should it be, or should it be the audio interface?
Well, we want to get it into Ableton, and then your output of your Ableton will be your
in and out. Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now I see it. Yeah, looks good. Okay.
So now.
And now I see one. Now my output's 1 through 16. I see them now. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you just go through and click 1 through 16.
Each one individually, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You got it. Look at this shit. This is why you moved to Nashville, so you'd have all the time to do this shit.
I mean,
you time expanded out there big time. I mean, you can keep yourself busy as hell, but geez.
Yeah, and I'm also, managing a live stream at the same time, doing all this shit, bouncing back and forth between camera shots.
Hiccup, I don't see shit. I got this down, yo.
What are you talking about?
What are you doing with yourself, huh?
That's just when this is how I want to present stuff. Like, hey, what's up, Sennheiser? Check out this shit. I'm going to send you this link, and you're going to be patched into this cool-ass fucking thing. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Look, here's Ableton, right? And here's the Atmos renderer. And, hey, here's my LV1 thing. And, hey, here's us. There's you. And then here's us talking together. Isn't that cool? Holy shit.
And you get cue the lights and the applause.
It's like no one's ever done that. I mean, like, what is going on here?
Right? It's amazing. There's this guy, and you know what's funny? There's this guy. You're not gonna believe it. That's the same thing I told Mark. There's this guy. You're not gonna believe it. You really should have the lights on the ready and the canned applause.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Seriously, lighten it up a little bit, right? Like, it'd be like.
Fake flowers,
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Just to make it a little light and fun because everybody's had enough serious. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And it even it really runs the point home. And you got all this shit going on. You still have your mind left. Yeah. Sense of humor. It's pretty important. That's really crazy how fast you flip through that. I mean, I'm in California, fuck's sake.
You see how quick it is? It's like
so
instant.
Quick, bro. It's quick.
It's instant.
Seriously.
Right?
Yeah. That's dumb.
It's dumb.
That's dumb.
I think it's. Let's see. I could tell you what the delay is. I think it's 78.3 milliseconds.
You almost said 1 second, Tom. It's almost 1 second, my friend. Jesus. Let's speed it up there.
And rock solid. It looks good, right? It's like just
rock solid. It's rock solid. Yeah, it looks really good for what it's all. Yeah, absolutely. When you do consider doing this for front facing, probably all that stuff, you're gonna have to work on everybody else's lighting. Mine was like shit. You have to make some recommendations, bro, instead of an Amazon list.
I just got 2 lights.
And work out your end on that bargain too. Audio movers, Amazon, all that shit. Be like, just keep a log, bro. Keep a log. It'll need some time. But that's amazing. That was quick as fuck. You're just like flying through. Speed of light. Seriously, look at that shit. What was that thing with all the graphs on it, man? What the hell was that? Show me that thing again. I want to see what that's sexy. That thing. What the hell you got here? Hey, you Bitcoin. Yeah, baby.
That's it. So like this is it was supposed to be like, big mixing beats and checking out Bitcoin. So I'll be like streaming, me
Mixing
over
bits,
here.
mixing bits.
Yeah, I'm here mixing. All right, I'm gonna take a break. Let's head over to the charts, check out what's going on real quick. You
Yeah,
see
man.
Bitcoin's getting rejected right here at
Yeah,
our
totally.
support and resistance line right here. You know what I mean? You can see
Oh
Maddox
shit.
also getting rejected here on the 15-minute
Yeah.
chart. We're going down
Uh,
here. RSI's low. I don't know. So
Nobody knows. Fucking hey, dude. Wow, serious. Holy shit. We didn't even talk about music. This is your tech side.
yeah, it's been all the pandemic putting all this shit together.
You did a great fucking job. I'm glad I caught you at the end of it.
Yeah, like this is what we do for like high level people.
This is dope. This is like really seriously.
So this is what when we do like when we'll have like a director in another city, and then John will be on here, the mixer, and then there's me, and then there's the 2 audio techs on site. We usually will like, instead of it being like let's see, instead of it being like this here, that my computer screen would be like the program feed from the show we're doing, and then
Right.
would all be around it, and then we'd be able to like comment on it, and then the director will also be getting a multi-view, which would be like all the cameras. Like I could send
And then you do yourself a favor, and after it's all said and done, you edit a nice reel
yeah, we usually record all this stuff,
for all the parties involved too. Get a nice little gift to the director.
Mm-hmm. So
Director's cut of the director's cut.
boom.
That's nice. That's
Yeah,
that's
man.
yeah, that's some little extra right there. That's why I was looking at this stuff. This reminds me a lot of the movie stuff. They've been doing this shit. They got this shit down. They deal with a lot of stuff like this real quick too. That Fox and all that stuff. And they just did exactly the same thing, man. Same setup. This is like Prague. When you record in Prague, my friend Ben just did a feature. And they had the Budapest Orchestra. I did that one time with this fucking the best worst movie you'll ever see in your life, Hirokin. So bad. The book is so big. It's so much work. It's literally the score is this fucking thick. Shit movie. What I love is I love hearing it drop and hit the floor. Boom. So much work. Session was 12 to 6 a.m. This is nasty. But the orchestra was killing. They were killing it. And it was feeding right into our systems, just like you got. But there was a lot more money.
Yep.
That's a lot of money back then. That was already 10 years, 12 years ago. Shit, that's a lot of bread. I used to fly out there. And it's nuts. You got it down. That's sick. I can't believe how fast it switches. That's great.
Pretty fun.
And yeah, shit. Impressive. So I would need to get up the thing running behind the audio MIDI setup, running with what's the fucking name of the thing?
You should be able to just open up Ableton now and select the input to be the
That's
black
it.
hole. Yeah.
It just did the whole thing. That's fucking genius. That's amazing. So now she
Try it.
that's crazy. I'm trying it right now. Jesus. It's really impressive. Speaking of, come on, baby. Now I have two drives here that are I know they're old. I knew they were getting old. And they're like Thunderbolt, USB fucking, I don't know, 2, some shit like that. And I knew they were going to go, and they started going. I was like, oh shit, did I really back everything up? So now to back it up, it's like, it says a day. A day? I'm like, when's the last time I saw somebody who said a day? It's 10 terabytes, but still a day? I'm like, these are the last drives to go. These are the last 2. So I gotta get them off the chain, man. But a day. I was like,
a lot of backing up. 10 terabytes. Jeez.
So it's 20 terabytes to back up. They are back. I'm doing redundant backups. I have to do redundant backups. I can't.
Why don't you
I
just
can't.
clone them?
Go ahead.
Carbon Copy Cloner is a program you should
Yeah.
download,
Uh-huh.
which allows you to clone the exact hard drive in like one fell swoop versus like moving all the files over.
Yeah.
Like it, like
I used that a long time ago. I used it. I didn't even know it was still around.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I forgot. I totally, I totally forgot about them because I always do. I always do the backups. They're running all the time, so they're always backed up. And this is the redundant
Oh,
backup. This is the one that's the safety if the safety goes. So they are redundant. Let's see. What was I doing? Preferences. Audio is disabled. So what does that mean? I'm going to
black
select.
hole, Sean.
Oh, there's. By the way, holy shit. Neural DSP has the fucking best metal guitar plugin I've ever heard in my life. It's so good. I was playing it the other day. I was like, holy shit, these guys are crazy good. Their gate is amazing, bar none. Poof, dead stop, no ring. That is so good. Okay, so what do I got here? We got black hole, all done. 44.1, we want
48K.
48, at least 48. 512, you were running at 256. Oh, no, you were
Well,
running at.
that's the quality. I wanted to start there, and then I'm going to move it up. But
Are you gonna be able? You're gonna be able to move it up.
I have
I
fiber. It depends if you're using Wi-Fi or wired.
Yeah, I'm using wire, but still.
You're using
Uh,
wire? Good.
yeah. I guess. That's dope. Okay, so here I am. So what do I got going on here? Let's look at how everything changed. Configure, input configuration, and there we go. Look at that shit. That's dope. So now you should be able to, through the plugin, if I'm understanding this correctly, feed me your
The outputs of the renderer, the
right.
Atmos renderer. So if I press play, do you see
Yeah,
that?
dog. I do see that. Hold on
You
a
see
second.
all the tracks.
Oh, I'm gonna get all the tracks in. I got 2 tracks in here.
You have 2 tracks. So the first 2 are the binaural mix.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so I got the first 2, 1 and 2, binaural mix. So those are puppies out.
So that's like
So
if you put on
I-
headphones. So the output should be your interface.
The output is my interface. That's what I'm gonna do the Neumanns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your story. So now,
It's the binaural mix, right? You hear something?
yeah, hold on. Gotta configure my outputs. Hold on.
Yeah.
Should I be seeing something on my master bus? I should be seeing something on my master bus on my 1 and 2 outputs. Yeah. I don't see anything moving. I don't see. Hold on a second. Hold on. I see you. There you are. Ah, got it. Beaming. Feeding it in and back out on itself. That's fantastic. Good call.
I might. Oh, that's because my Dugan's on. Hold on.
Yeah, your Dugan's on. I've heard that before. Your Dugan's on. Yeah, your Dugan's on. Look at this shit.
You've heard that term?
No, never heard that term before, but it's coming to start using it. Your Dugan's on. Hey, asshole, your Dugan's on. Hey, so, okay.
Yeah, so you can still hear me in your headphones?
I can totally hear you on my headphones. Yep.
Great. So you should be able to You'll have you see everything and you hear everything.
Well, I see shit. I can't tell what I'm hearing it from because I have also
All
your right?
Oh, okay.
I got no,
you
know what I mean?
Let me do this.
There we go.
You don't hear me
Now
anymore,
I can't hear you.
But
which is the way it should
I'm
be.
on track 16
Hold on, let me get there.
in Ableton. So you will hear me. You shall hear me. Because I am sending myself down channel 16 in Ableton. Channel 16 in Ableton. Stand by, I'm going to grab a glass of water.
All right, I have you, yeah. You're on 16, you said?
16 in Ableton?
I see things moving. And there's my outputs.
16 to Ableton?
Cheese whiz. There you are.
Cheese whiz?
Look at that shit. This guy's a fucking genius.
You hear me?
This guy's a fucking genius.
You can hear me. Yeah? Hear me? You can hear me?
He's a fucking genius.
One and two. I got here, hey ho ho, hey ho hey ho. How can he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear me? Wondering if you hear me. Channel 16, do you hear me?
Now I see things move, but I don't hear shit.
Why? You don't hear shit.
Now I hear you.
Because I brought it back. So you might have to, if you might have to close Ableton and reopen it for the outputs to work or something. You know?
Okay, hold on a second. Right? Sounds about right.
Unless Ableton's not able to use the interface because this is using the interface, but I don't think.
Well, let's
that's
find
the
out.
Case.
Let's find out. Let's test it. I want to
Because
save it first.
This is your. Can you use it on your computer? Yeah, you can use it on your computer and Ableton at the same time. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
We should be fine, right?
You don't have to turn on channel 15 because that's just time code.
Right on. See the light change? It's golden hour, baby. It's Hollywood.
Yep.
That's it. All right, let's see how this handles it. She might be spinning. Here we go. Quit Ableton, open Ableton back up. God douche. I'm gonna open it back up. Dude, this is fucking genius. Seriously, this is dope. Shit.
Heck yeah.
Great. Now let's open up recent set. Recent set. F16.
Yeah.
Bam. And then 15 is just time code.
Yeah.
Turn it on. Does the record enable anything to do
What
anything
about
special?
put in an input? Put in an input monitoring.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You wanted an in or auto? In, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
But what am I hearing you through?
Now that's hearing me through Ableton.
Okay, so let's see what goes on here.
You can still hear
So
me,
let's
yes?
say, for example,
No, you can't anymore.
let's just see what happens.
Wait, I muted myself. So you couldn't hear me when I was talking to you just before, right?
If you mean prior to you just what you said just now, I didn't hear shit until you just spoke.
So you don't hear me through Ableton yet. Is your master? You sure you have
I got dude, shit's like fucking beaming red over here. Like I don't know what's going on here.
beaming red?
Like hold on, if I record enable shit, it goes fucking hot. Like if I go to input monitor, this thing is fucking just pinned red as fuck.
So it's feeding back somehow?
I'm like looking at it. I'm thinking it's just your signal's fucking hot as fuck. I don't know. I can't tell because I'm not hearing any. I think it looks like it would be feeding back, but I can't hear it through anything through Ableton apparently because I would be hearing what I just saw, and I didn't hear that.
So the input's black hole? Your input into Ableton is black hole?
Let's check. Let's make sure. Let's double check it. Ableton's audio input device is black hole.
And you have
input
16
and
channels?
output. I have 16 channels in and 16 channels out.
Okay, so the output should not, your output should be your interface, not black hole.
That would be why it's cycling in on itself and fucking wanting feedback.
Yes.
That makes sense. I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
For both of us. Okay. Well, here we are.
Yeah?
It looks that way. I'm getting a delay from you.
What about now?
Which would make sense because then you're going into Ableton.
Can you hear me?
No delay.
No delay
Yep.
right now.
No delay. But I'm not looking at you, so I don't know when you're speaking to me because Ableton's in my face.
Right,
Hold on.
it's a 1 second delay. I'm gonna
Okay, so you're right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
All right, I moved it up to half a second.
Yeah, so now we're like in those old Godzilla movies.
Okay, so it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's definitely workable. I mean, there's worse things.
Well, yeah. So
it's only 1 second, right? I mean, you got a camera going, you got all this shit going. This is a lot of stuff.
Well, this is monitoring through audio movers and not our video transport. Our video transport is faster than audio movers.
There you go. But it's got to be just 1 second faster.
That's what it is. We're faster.
It's got to be just 1 second faster.
Okay, so
then the fucking fast speed is going now. That's fucking brilliant, dude. I need to look at myself, put Ableton right here. That's fucking genius, dude. Speaking of,
so now I should be able to play.
Is that in my near not so distant future? Is that little magic box?
It is.
I love that. Do you need anything to expedite it other than just shove it?
Can you hear something?
Yep.
All right. So you want channels 1 and 2.
That's right.
You can turn all the other ones
There
on.
it is.
And you got 1 and 2, and you pan them left and right.
Okay, hold on.
1 left, 2 right.
Okay, so you said pan. Okay, wait, hold on a second. I only got panning. I only got a panning option.
I got it. 1 and 2 is a stereo track. Yes, sorry. So 1 and 2 is perfect. Yes. So that's the binaural.
Killer.
So let's see if this actually works. Let's see if it's actual binaural. I'm gonna crank this up to WAV file 24-bit. All right, so I'm gonna. You hear that? That's time code.
That's 15.
Yep. So all we want to listen to is.
Yeah, that's correct. So let me just get these, so these numbers are lined up so I don't fucking click shit I'm supposed to click. So let me do that real quick. Here we go. Now we should be all lined up. That's fucking great.
No clicks and pops, right?
None. Zero.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. So, piano. Can you hear it? Me moving it? And then if you go look at your screen, which if I.
Now I gotta say,
Okay.
there's better programs for this. You know that, right?
For what? Better programs for what?
This what you're doing right here. Ableton, I don't know how good Ableton is at handling the panning. You know what I mean? Like when I use Logic and when I use Reaper, even they have a better panning function. Because when you were turning it, it was very subtle. So I'm wondering if I'm hearing you're controlling the output, so you're making sure I'm not hearing it through the audio movers on a web browser, right? Or am I doing that?
Well,
Is there
you're not
another
listening.
step? Am I hearing?
You should be listening on 1 and 2, and that should be the binaural.
And that's it. Nothing else is happening, right?
It should yeah. And I wanted to see if I wanted to adjust those levels, and because there's settings like so. If you look at your screen, I'm sending you. This is the Dolby
I get
Atmos
that.
renderer, and you have to like select. Like I'm gonna turn it off and hear what it sounds like. You know.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
So that's off. See, it doesn't move with the pan, you know. And then if I turn it on far. And here's near. And this is a stereo source. It's not as good as stereo source.
Right. It's yeah, because it is subtle. Okay, cool. I did hear it. I do hear it. It is subtle.
That's what I wanted to see. So let me put
That's great. I do hear it.
I wanted
That's
to make
fantastic.
Yeah, we can get it over there. And I'm curious about like
Out.
the speaker outputs. You know, you got left, right, center, and all that. You could take left and right, and that'd be the stereo, basically. You're 3 and 4.
What's that?
Those are like that's what 3, 4, all the way up to 14. 3 through 14 or what is going to my speakers. So you can essentially take those out and plug those into your speakers somehow and align them roughly in a surround sound
Same
configuration.
Right. So 1 and 2 would remain the two technically, right? Headphones, whatever. And then the other ones I would output 3 through 14 through the audio interface and separate outputs, which also Ableton doesn't. Ableton has Did you look at their panner? They have a surround panner. I think it's in Max for Live. I think it is. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I'm not sure. It is right.
I'm using the Atmos panner.
Yeah. I mean, you got the one, but I'm talking about for me.
Yeah, you don't have to
Like
do that. You
that's
just output. Those are direct speaker outputs for
right.
me. So those are my physical speakers. So when I'm panning something, it's just going to automatically pan between those outputs. You don't have to pan
But I should
anything.
take. But I could do the same thing, right?
You
I mean,
mean
I don't have to pan anything because you're already sending it through them,
correct?
and I'm going to get that information.
Yeah. So
That's wild,
get what you're getting is the output of my mixer, right? My LV1 is going to my speakers.
right? I
It's the
understand
same
you.
signal that you're getting.
Mhm.
Like that signal goes to my speakers, and
Because they're physical speakers.
correct. And it's just like it's a copy. Like if we had another set of speakers, it would play out of those too. But those speakers are going to be at your house. You know, so we're
I
literally
understand.
hearing the same thing.
I understand. That's fascinating. That's really wild. Now that's really wild. It's really fucking wild. That's crazy.
So I would think you would set up your speakers in a way that you could do that just to replicate that for fun. But
Yeah, I would just try to get the so like I said this get this all the speakers and the separate outputs and make sure they all work. That'd be great. And then after that, then we'd be able to see if that really comes through. And that's fucking wild as shit. Now, question now after hanging out with this thing for a little while, when you would say somebody would to write to this new setup, like if they're going to write for this setup, what would you envision being having hung out with it now for a little bit? Would you
oh,
literally set up your orchestra like you have literally, like you say, let's experiment? You would have one for one. You'd have an instrument for each speaker and see what happens. Would you do that? Would you write for it like that? Would you change up? Like, how would you go about systematically
I want to try to
finding and uncovering all the brilliant little things?
replicate the sound of the room. So I'll mic it in such a
Ah,
way that I could get most of it will be the room
yeah,
sound, you know? And then
got it,
the dry mics will be reinforcement of positioning, you know?
got it.
So, like I want to take a
Ah,
drum set down at the studio that I can work out of, and then like move. Like I want to move the drum set to where listening position is basically, and put mics behind the drummer so that, I'm looking at the speakers. It'd be like I can either put the perspective of sitting at drummer, so the mics that I put behind the drum kit will be behind me, right? And then dry mics and everything, side mics and everything else, room mics, all that goes in front of you, or you flip it and you bring the drum set out forward, and then you put the mics that you would mic a drum set behind the player. Those would go in the front speakers, and then the room mics will go behind you. You know? So it's like you're
yes,
you're you're listening to a drum set in space, but I'm creating the perspective of actually looking at the drum set, right? So the drum set's going to be out from against the wall, and if I want that to be like where my listening position is, I'm standing on top of the drum set. That's where my dry mics would sit in space, and then I'll have room mics that live in the left and rights. You know what I mean? Like
mm-hmm.
where I'm looking at, those will be room mics too, and then but they live behind the drummer. So same
I
concept.
would, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say same concept with a guitar player. I guess like if
Well,
set up mics in different positions, then you have that nice microphone, so it would be fun to just hear what that sounds like.
the one I just gave back.
Yeah, the one you just gave back.
Yeah. So he's already asked me if I wanted a different connection in the GC Pro. things because I told him I was going to buy. I have to buy one. I got to get one. What I would also think is I would think you would hang that from the ceiling,
Yeah, maybe.
right? Maybe have the Ambio headsets in the drummer's ear for POV, and then possibly the mic from the ceiling, depending on how it picks everything up. To see if we can get the distance that way would be really interesting. We have the ability to be able to place things and not have to physically be, I'm looking at this speaker setup and I'm like, first thing I was thinking of is I would have everybody stand in those positions in a room and then just grab all of those things, like just literally like close mic. And I would think that that's what you would want to do, just to hear where everybody would be as one for one, because that's interesting. and everybody just uses this environment to really mix everything. But what if you have like you're literally treating it like a literal environment. Instead of thinking about it as music, you're thinking about it as a living space. Like if you had fucking plants growing that made noises, they would be standing in those positions, and how that would inform the music or the composition that you would be writing for. Because all of a sudden now it's like you technically have the ability to be able to create a new concept of music and sound, because now we're talking about music in spaces. Literally, the whole reason why I started this whole fucking thing was that was the whole reason, Anthony, was my dad used to play this fucking record that was really obnoxious unless you knew what it was. It was Paul Horn playing his fucking trumpet his flute inside the Taj Mahal. You didn't know what it was. The guy's going, bah! He's just making all these fucking noises, right? And then you're like, oh, he's in the Taj Mahal. Oh, that's cool now. Because that sound of that space, it's like what you're saying, like where you position everything to just get, what would this sound like behind the guy? Like maybe I like the sound of things behind me too. You were saying it before, like when I pan it, you like it right here. I like it right there too. It's weird. But yeah, compositionally too, like having all that setup would be just, I don't know, maybe it's stupid, but it sounds pretty wild to me. And then moving things like parts. You were doing that thing where you flew that guitar line over your head with the filter. That shit's...
Yeah, you can create landscapes, you know what I mean, from section to section and move.
I mean, that's what they do with the video games now, right? They do that with video games. They're doing it with the characters and the physical actions, like cars and planes. Stuff. That's what they're doing. They're creating that spatial environments, and they're creating a realistic audio world. They're tied in visually, right? So if you did that with instruments, I mean, or just even, fuck, that's so wild. The thing I like about so far about the spatial audio is literally the space it creates. It's wider. But what it seems to be is that so far they establish that space, and then I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of stuff taking advantage of it, like you said before, that's taking advantage of the space and doing shit with it.
Well, I don't think
it
works,
right?
Really sounds good in headphones yet. I think the recording has to change, and I think it's going to be more of a room element. Like you're saying, you would mic the space, and then I would put room mics at the proportions to the speakers in a room. So I'm going to put a bunch of mics in the room, and then I would think each player will play their part in those rooms with those room mics, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense. Like a little orchestra pit.
Yeah, and then they'd stand in proportion to those, wherever they stand.
But stand for how long? Because now they can also move. You're like, this is the other thing too, is that panning can actually become a physical action, because now we don't have just a two-dimensional space as well.
That's right.
I mean, technically, if we're not careful,
well, what vocals,
Cirque du Soleil in that motherfucker, son.
Like
you know
what I mean? Binaural mic with like position where the listening position is, and like whispering in your ear. That shit's gonna fuck people up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and what do you write for that? Like, it's weird to think that we would plug and play anything that we're familiar with into that environment when we could really be taking advantage of that. See, I think of Bjork. Like when Bjork's first came out, it was like, she did that live show where the guy's like rubbing his feet on the fucking kitty litter box, making the drum sounds, and the guy in the bird cage, he was playing and shit. It was like, it's pretty fucking wild. It was dope. Had my music box, and things are moving around the stage. Guys shuffling cards on the desk, and that's the band. You know, like that was pretty fucking wild. I'm thinking now she must be going fucking batshit crazy. This shit's gonna be fucking like whispering in your ear, like you just said, and having that whisper go. I mean, that's just fantastic.
R&B music. Baby, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for the wrong idea.
Like, I'm sorry, is that voice coming from my vagina? I mean, like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. You can thank Anthony for that. Booty, bottom, bass. You get the subwoofer in the underwear, baby. That being said, the other thing on it, this is brilliant. I'm going to put those speakers together. I'm going to see if I can't work this out. And then we're going to have a big power because I want to make sure that Shin and Hannah get a load of this stuff too, because I think that this is a very, really fascinating thing that's happening. I think they're going to wind up redesigning microphones because of this. I also think that the headsets that we got are fucking worth a fortune because those are fucking so transparent. I can't believe it. It's like my ears. It's crazy. But yeah, think about that. How like you said, sticking the microphones kind of where the speakers are to replicate the environment.
So then you can automatically pan them. You know, I can put them at 30 degree, 45 degree, 100 degree, 135 degrees from center. You know. I know that's 8 feet from the proportion of my room. There's 7 feet to the center speaker, and then it's just like a 7-foot radius of a circle. And then you go 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 110, or 100 and 135 degrees from center of that circle on that diameter. Bada boom, bada bing. You place your mics there, and then the source inside of it. Or like take a proportion of that, you know? So if it's 7 feet, then if it's 8, 10, 12 feet, it's just a diameter circle at those degrees, which would make it sound bigger, you know?
It's remarkable to think that we're entering a phase to where what we're able to do isn't physically possible with our audio. You know what I mean? It's like Hans said in this one interview with Spitfire, it's like, you know, we did literally the thing now to do is what you can't physically do. We had so many players in this thing that you could not fit them in the same room and have the same thing happen because it just physically wouldn't be possible. And then, like, even, oh, by the way, what about the head tracking?
I think that's just the thing that Apple does, you know, on their own software. I don't.
Have you tried it yet, though?
No, I have not tried it yet, though.
You tell me after that. You have to have that experience because I think you should have a user experience before you think you know. Because you might, I'm telling you, there might be something in there that you be very surprised at. I was very impressed. The physical reaction, even though I was only here, I was recognizing what I hear is what is normal, but the physical reflex that I had on that music was definitely different than I've had prior to. In fact, I haven't put them in yet because they freaked me out last time. I haven't put them in for a while. I was like, it did that. Like, so that's cool. I mean, that was really intense. So I would be really curious about your reaction to that because I had a physical, without me controlling it, a physical reaction to that music because of that. I couldn't drive them on. It freaked me out.
That's cool.
I mean, maybe you tell me. Right, that
no, I know
said,
that was like when I had the first binaural experience, and I looked behind me. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Like, literally,
the car screeching behind you, like
right. The birds chirping behind me. I literally went like,
"Yeah, I know. I did the same thing, man.
I'm in the studio. What the fuck's going on?"
I'm inside, and I'm like, "The fuck is that?" So now that being said, drones. Let's talk drones for a second. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm bored as fuck now. Listen, we can pick this up at another time. But what do you want to do? Would you want to do that? I have limitations here in terms of instruments that I'd like to take a look at, and then say, this is what I would like to do. This key, so on and so forth.
I was experimenting a little bit with this. Let's see.
Oh, were you?
Yes, I was.
Oh yeah, do chat.
You hear this?
I do. And I'm
Um,
looking at it from 1 to 5.
um, I was making. So I was looking up. Let's see if I can find
Okay.
sacred sounds here.
Sacred sounds. There you go.
Scale harmonizing 432 4
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
single
yeah.
tuning. And I was trying to create a tone using these frequencies.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I always found out interesting about this is it's a little too, it's like so on the nose that it's almost uncomfortable. Does that make any sense?
Well, yeah, I was using an 8 hertz fundamental tone, which is the vibration of Earth.
Right, which is very real.
Yep, and this is the Schumannist resonance right here, which
Mm-hmm.
happens to be an F sharp major chord. So an F sharp major.
Nice. Uh-huh.
It would be basically if you plotted.
Yeah. That's fascinating.
Ratio. It's an see this representation using musical ratios. It ends up being an F sharp minor chord. So or major.
Minor or major? You said
major.
minor. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, major. Sorry.
Yep.
So there's that. Like this website is pretty cool.
There she is.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
A weird harmonic little keyboard and shit. These are like natural tones, and like this.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking wild and not sexy at all.
Yeah, and then look at all this shit. Applying I've seen, see what you hear.
I've seen exactly this thing in college. I remember seeing this. I remember trying to read it. This wasn't happening.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have this disposition.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is that for as much as we we don't want the curtain pulled back, so it's nice to have the like the illusion that here you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is
nice
in binaural world more, but this is just like overtone series, and then I made them, and then some of them are binaural, and that's where the pulsing comes from.
That's right.
Which is right here. That's a 1 frequency. If I can make it like 8. It's fun.
That's really intense. There it is.
Fun. So then, check out this.
The Sound Therapy Yoga Mega Church.
Right.
That's right.
Check out this plugin, bro. I put it on a bunch of different objects. But this is a overtone generator. And subtractor. See this thing? So we can like
nice
select the overtone series. And then use it to accentuate stuff and cut some stuff. I just thought
That's
that was,
fucking wild.
but like
That is
it
wild.
also takes MIDI notes, I believe, MIDI in. So like
So wow.
we can like fuck with stuff with this, like really
Seriously.
do the math and figure out the resonant overtones of the notes that are being
Now
played.
keep in mind that what we want to do is kind of a little bit of the reverse. Is we don't want to find the core frequency of Earth. You want to find the core frequency of fantasy and and the illusion that it lasts forever. Euphoria. You want to find the what do you call it? The narcotic of it on Stellar Records. So by the same logic, there is that resonance as well.
Well, we would tune it to
And
the you would put binaural beats based off of your brain states.
yes, but you want to make sure that to a certain degree, you don't want to make it, unless you're doing therapy, you don't want to make it that real.
Sleeping,
I do
dreaming,
believe that
drowsiness, reflective, restfulness, busy, active-minded, problem-solving, concentration. Those are
all of
some.
them are all well and good as long as you keep them within the reasonable, percentages. You go too far one way or the other, and then people are all just really very human and getting real about it. And it's what you want to do, kind of the reverse. Like just touch upon it just enough. So like you said before, like having those resonant frequencies create this feeling that when you stop, you feel its loss. Like it went away. Something happened. You had an experience that left the building once the song ends. That's how you described it the first time we talked about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Now, for all intents and purposes, I have a gig that I could benefit from this with, and it would be through, there it is. Crypto is
Look at me losing money. How you like that? That's all right.
well, that's what you do. You win, you lose, you win, and then you lose.
I'm really good at losing.
Everybody is. I mean, it's one thing that we all get to do.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? In the end, that's exactly what we're going. We're gunning for it. It's inevitable. We all lose this one. Welcome to the game. So that being said, the the gig that I have this for is for playing the guitar over these drones, right? And initially, I've culminated some drones, and I would like to. How would you like to go about doing it? I was thinking the way that I was gonna. Hopefully, I was gonna show you some of these plugs that I have and some of the places that I start from, and then maybe you would make some recommendations. Or maybe I just fucking just hand you the shit and be like, look, this is Diva, this is Zebra, this is this thing, this is that thing. And then based on the sounds and what you hear, you could say, well, if you're in this key, it's a good idea if you kind of get it here and we work somewhere between there. Or I can just give you the shit and you just figure it out. Spa, relaxing, soaking your feet, getting your nails did.
I mean, you already
Big
have
sellers.
ideas on stuff of that already, right?
Well, I mean, I've done it already. I'm on track number 6,001. So I've done a lot of them. A lot of tracks. I'm about to go into my I've been putting off this round because I'm burned as fuck on it though. I see that Asian spa shit. That shit was dope. That's my favorite one so far out of all 300 and something fucking albums.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, come on, 6,000 tracks, 30 tracks, and an album. How many fucking albums is that? I have no idea. I look like how many albums that is, though. That's what I talk about it. And the dope thing was with the Asian Spa one, the reason why I liked it because I took a fucking electric pill. I tore off the end of the fucking pill. I put it around the string so it sounds like a fucking coda when you play. It goes, ping, and you know what's funny? I love mentioning this, but this fucking hold on one second. This guy right here.
This guy right here.
You'll love this.
This guy right here.
This guy right here. This guy right here. This fucking
This
guitar
guy.
right here. This guy.
This
This guy right
guy.
here.
This
This
guy.
one right here. This
This guy.
this is an Art and Luthieri, which is a Gibson subsidiary. They don't make these anymore. This thing was a $400 guitar. This thing made me so much fucking money. It was literally just a thing. Just has this nice woody tone to it. It's beautiful. And their electronics are fucking fantastic. Anyway, so I'm thinking, let me send you some sounds, or you want to see some shit? How would you like to do this? Because I'm going to send you some shit. This is a gig. So how do you want to do it?
I mean, low touch for me, you know. Like
Low touch for you, you got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it the way I normally do. And then if you think there's something interesting here that you could enhance with your environment and your skill set.
What kind of plugins are you using? Because I have to still. They automatically updated my bundle before I did it, so they're gonna refund me, and then I'm gonna have to spend the money again, I guess.
Updated your bundle.
I didn't get the mega bundle, I only got the mix and master bundle.
Why?
Because it did it automatically.
That's right. So you gonna ask me if you can upgrade?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just return it, but
I was gonna bounce everything as audio.
perfect.
That's what I would do, and I would bounce because I'm going to do. Right, I'm going to do 12 keys, and then those 12 keys are going to be used for a run of things. And then I have some variations. I'm going to put together. I guess I'll put together the first 12, and then you can let me know what you think. I usually don't set a tempo in Ableton. I just whatever it is, because I don't do it to a click. It's all free, but I don't know if that does anything to the sound, but it shouldn't if I don't have any, synth to synth, right? If it's not being warped or it's not doing anything, it's just playing its shit in. I like Diva stuff.
There's no like melody that repeats and shit, right?
It's just a drone. I'm just sending you drones. I'm the melody.
Right.
I just improvise over the top of these things. So I just do 12 drones, and I did 12 keys plays 2 times. 24 to 30 tracks. So 2.5 times, and then I just keep going for however many tracks I do. It's just going to be 90 a day for like 2 months. I try to beat my record of 331 first takes.
You just
so
first take it?
First takings.
Well, you're just doing direct.
Have you heard? Did you listen to any of that shit yet? Did you listen to the Asian Spy, you motherfucker? Listen, yeah, hell yeah, I was doing direct. Yeah, I was doing direct. You tell me that sound ain't good.
No, I'm saying that we're talking about your process, so I just.
Yeah, the process was direct because it was the quickest and easiest way to do it, and it was going to be any changes. It wouldn't matter. The environment wouldn't matter. And what happened was there was no changes at all ever, and that the sound worked because the only time I ever saw any kind of dip or dive or just non-placement in any kind of the sales is when I wasn't feeling it that day. The days that I felt really good and the intent got in there and they do really well. It's really a thing. You can put the energy in and everybody takes the energy out. And what's really funny is algorithmically, it's been the same ratio of song to income. And it's not moved at all. I have 2 behemoths and I've had them for 2.5 years and they haven't moved hardly at all. They all stay in the same thing, which is really bizarre because you would think that it would fluctuate significantly over that amount of time. It doesn't. It stays. It's pinned. It's really weird. Why would an album be pinned at an income level? It's just bizarre. It's beyond me. Like literally, it's like pinned. I'm not complaining.
Doesn't go up or
but
down.
It doesn't really. Like small. For years now. That's bizarre.
Doesn't sound like a bad
No
thing.
way that it comes in within the same $2,000 register for just years, every month. It's like 36 months straight. It's just like, it's right there, like this.
Must be like
That's
on a bunch of shit that like hotels and shit that just play it
has to be right,
on
unless the
repeat.
algorithms are just really just gaming that shit, and they just can't pass a certain point because some sneak through once you get past a certain amount of albums. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah,
And
they're
they don't
probably
tell you anything, and you have no data.
you control. They're the gatekeepers. They let
They
what goes
are.
through.
They keep the gate. So anyway, 12. So that's the best way, I think. That way you get low touch, no touch. Hannah's got some too that I'm going to send his way. And if you have recommendations for either one of us, we'd like to employ them because there's definitely things through whatever action it is to be learned on this end, especially when we're doing our drones, we're playing over them. Because we would literally, I don't play a third in any of these. Because I'm just leaving everything open to whatever I decide wants to be at the end, whether I want to be some weird Indian scale or some minor scale or whatever it feels at the moment. So they're pretty open, overtony. The registers try to stay clear, and now you have this environment, even with the binaural stuff, just having this just nice space, because everybody's listening through it through fucking spa speakers, right, or their fucking phone or whatever. So intent is definitely a thing, and then the way you get everything to sound is it's going to be the best spa albums I've done. I've done hundreds of them, and with off the record. You can go off the record round now, right? You still taping up YouTube shit?
You want me? No, that's just for your buddies.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
shut it
Let's
off
kill
if you
that.
want.
Yeah, kill it.